say that it feels right.
Hey guys, welcome back for another Clash Royale video. So in today's video, we will be taking a look at some top ladder 8k logbait cycle gameplay shared by Mizuhara. I know what you guys are thinking, not that Mizuhara from anime, but yeah, Mizuhara in Clash Royale. So this is the deck. It's obviously logbait cycle, but you don't have Goblin Gang this time, which is quite surprising, I'd say. Instead, you have these skeletons for a quicker cycle. So yeah, he reached 8k and he shared some awesome replays against hard matchups like Drill Cycle and Hawk EQ as well as RG. So yeah, without further ado, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and don't forget to follow Mizuhara on Twitter. And yeah, let's just jump right to the first replay. Okay, into our first replay against Asaf, who's playing minor Wallbreaker cycle. Asaf's gonna play a Dark Prince as well as a minor and a Wallbreaker. He's gonna go all in the first push. Log and Ice Spirit will finish off the Wallbreakers, but I think Dark Prince will splash onto the tower, or maybe no. But it was close though. So now he's gonna play a Princess at the bridge, which will force out a log. Spear Goblins to pull back the Valkyrie, and a barrel comes down, Fireball in response. So yeah, a good trade, I would say, by Mizuhara. And now both players are resetting right now. Maybe try to set up defense and then go for the push. Still split skeletons and cycle Ice Spirit. Dark Prince tank, and then Tesla is set up, preparing to defend against the Wallbreakers. If Asaf plays it, obviously. He's gonna play it in the opposite lane. Which one of them will connect? And he's gonna play a Princess at the bridge once again. Lock for the barrel. Skeletons was to anticipate the minor, but Asaf didn't play it. Ice Spirit for the spears. And then Asaf is gonna play minor and then Wallbreakers. So both Wallbreakers are connecting, and Dark Prince is coming down on the right lane. Princess has to be played as well as the Skellies, but it's not looking very good for Mizuhara right now. And Ice Spirit jumps onto a bat, and yeah, the Valkyrie will get some damage, which is pretty nice. So it's gonna play a log on the barrel, and then the Princess is shooting the tower. But a Tesla is set up, so future Princess of the Bridge won't be happening anytime soon. Instead, it's just gonna rocket cycle now. And then it's gonna try going again with minor as well as Wallbreaker, Asaf. Fireball comes out for the Tesla. And now Asaf is onto a big lead. Okay, he caught the minor and the Wallbreakers as well, but Fireball came down and bringing down the tower to 562. So yeah, it's pretty close right now. And Princess at the bridge once again. Ooh, the Tesla, I think, unfortunately targeted onto the Princess. But now his second barrel comes down. He doesn't have log, so that's why you bring skeletons instead of Goblin Gang right now, because having a quicker cycle does work for you. And now, that log was a clutch one. And yeah, what a nice game against Asaf. Okay, on to our second game against Goblin Drill Cycle. The opponent doesn't play Wallbreaker, instead they have the log, which I think is a hard counter to logbait, because they have all the splash cards they need. They have Bomber, they have Fire Spirits, they have Valkyrie, Fireball, log, and yeah, you name it. And they have Goblin Drill, most importantly. But it's cycle up against cycle, and Mizuhara does have a quicker cycle now. Skellies will tank for the Goblin for a while, and Lock will come down as soon as possible, but not before the Goblins got a lot of damage. Skeletons predicted Princess, and yeah, things are looking very good for Mizuhara right now. Ice Spirits as well as Skellies to tank for the drill. And Bomber still got a shot anyway, so yeah, you can see what I'm trying to say. It's actually pretty hard for Mizuhara to do anything. And now the Tesla will snipe down the opponent's Tesla, the opponent's Valkyrie, and the opponent sets up a Tesla to snipe down Mizuhara's. And the Princess, the bridge is played once again, lock comes down. The opponent is up by 1,000, so yeah. Ice Spirit and the lock will finish off the bomber, which is pretty nice. And Valkyrie responds to the Goblin Drill. Now it gets a little bit more tricky in double elixir because the opponent can go Goblin Drill and then Fireball onto the Valkyrie, which won't be nice because Valkyrie get pushed back unlike the Dark Prince. I think it's baiting out the Tesla, and which the opponent played it. Ooh, that lock. Unfortunately, it didn't target it onto the Fire Spirit. The Fire Spirit was quick enough to jump onto the Goblins. And now, yeah, this is what I'm saying. The opponent will try to go in like this, but the Fireball actually didn't hit the Valkyrie because Mizuhara played the Valkyrie at the back. And now Rocket and a Barrel. It's gonna stick. Ooh, I think the opponent didn't saw it. The opponent didn't see it, so that's why. Yeah, that Ice Spirit was hit by the log, which was pretty nice by the opponent, but it wasn't enough. And now Mizuhara is bringing down the lead to 600. And he's just gonna Rocket Cycle now, instead of going in with Barrel, because he needs some elixir to defend, obviously. Now another Fireball comes down, which will hit the Valkyrie, but it's still blocking the Goblin, so it's pretty nice. Now a second rocket comes down. He only needs 2 more rockets to win the game. But one missed defense will win the game for the opponent as well. So, but I don't think he will miss any defenses. And right now, I believe he's gonna cycle a rocket and a barrel. Nah, I don't know what I saw. Yeah, it's really early in the morning right now, so I hope you guys understand that. And now he's just gonna lock the Goblins and Skeletons to pull back the Valkyrie. And there's 80 HP left on the Mizuhara's tower, and he took down the opponent's tower with a rocket. So yeah, won against a very hard matchup. I would say even a hard counter, if that makes sense, because they have so much splash cuts. So yeah, very nice game against Arden Taos. Okay, on to our next game against Ryu 2, who's playing Hot EQ, which is also one of the harder matchups because they have EQ for your Tesla, and they have the Firecracker as well as Log and Valkyrie for your bait cuts. So yeah, I'm curious to see how he will win this. So the Valkyrie by the opponent was late and then targeted onto all the Goblins, which is pretty nice. And Tesla for the Hawk and Skellies to pull the Valk. Yeah, overall a pretty solid start for Mizuhara. A log is played onto the Tesla, probably just to cycle. And the opponent's gonna cycle a Firecracker at the back. So Mizuhara knew that the opponent might try to go in with a a Tesla to kill all the Goblins, but a Valkyrie to kill all the Goblins, but he played a front Goblin Barrel, if that makes sense. He played it here. And the Hawk Rider got a shot though, unfortunately, but he was trying to activate King on the Firecracker, so yeah, which he succeeded. And now a lock has to be played on the Firecracker, but he does have a pretty comfortable lead. And now he's gonna go in with Barrel once again, and the Tesla is played, Now that he has King Tower activated, so it's gonna be easier for him to defend against the Hawk, even if EQ came down just like what you saw there. Now a Princess is played once again. Firecracker in response. Let's go play Ice Spirit the tank, because he doesn't want the opponent to have any chance on going on the right lane. Now a Side Barrel is played, the opponent will counter it completely with a Valkyrie as well as Ice Spirit. A Rocket is played, that was quite surprising, I'd say. And a Tesla was trying to snipe different Tesla, but like I said, Activated King is just so good, which helped out a lot in the defenses. And now the opponent predicted his Princess though, and he's gonna kill it with a Valkyrie, and yeah, the same thing will happen again, I assume. And I think he will start the Rocket Cycle if he wants to. Instead, it's just gonna go in with a barrel once again, force our lock, and now Princess will try to get some damage, but get responded with by a Valkyrie. But the Firecracker is still surviving for the opponent, so it's gonna be annoying for Mizuhara, or maybe not. And now another Princess is played on the bridge, which will get 2 shots, and that's pretty big. Scatters the tank for the Firecracker, Lock comes out for the barrel, and now a Valkyrie deploys Valkyrie once again. Tesla and EQ came down, and Lock is played onto the Hawk as well as Firecracker. Now Scatters to pull, so the Valkyrie doesn't go to the tower. Now Princess of the Bridge is played once again. A Rocket is played onto the Hawk, but Firecracker does manage to get a shot onto the tower. So yeah, it's actually getting close right now. Only 100 HP separating both of them, 110 to be exact. Now the opponent will take some damage and try to go in on the counter push. And they play a EQ onto the Tesla. Ice Spirit will jump onto the Horner before the Lock hits it. Now Princess as well as Goblin Barrel is played, which will pull back the Valkyrie and allowing the Princess to get a shot onto the tower. So now he's gonna cycle Rocket now, and he plays a late Tesla and an Ice Spirit to try to minimize damage from the Hawk, which he kinda succeeded but not. And now, 25 HP separating both of them. Woo! The Rocket was faster than the EQ. Whoa, that was a very close game towards the end against Ryu 2. I mean, granted it's a harder matchup, so yeah, kudos to Mizuhara for winning that game. Okay, on to our 4th game against Hajime, which is also a Japanese pro. But yeah, his block was slow, but not too sure why. Japanese pro, his block was too slow. Okay. Now Ice Spirit is played, responded by a Electro Spirit. So now Hajime is playing a variation of an RG deck with lightning instead of fireball. I don't know why, but some pros played it and preferred it. And ooh, I think the Dark Prince will splash onto the, okay, maybe not, which is pretty nice because the Goblin's got a lot of damage obviously. And now a Tesla as well as Valkyrie set up to defend. Here's the RG. It's not double elixir right now, so yeah, the RG won't break through. But in double elixir, anything could change because they have Mother Witch, which is a factor Mizuhara has to consider. And the Ice Spirit actually got turned into a pig, and a Valkyrie is forced out for to defend. And now a Mega is comfortably played. Hajime is gonna play RG at the back. Mizuhara is gonna apply pressure with Princess to the bridge. And now Tesla as well as Ice Spirit is played to tank. for the Dark Prince, which he will still get a shot, so that's actually quite unfortunate. Ooh, the Fishman will pull the Valkyrie in. So Hajime, notice that Hajime didn't lock right there. I'm not sure why. Maybe he thought that Mizuhara could easily lock as well, and he wanted to save lock for a Goblin Barrel. Now lock onto the pigs as well as the Mother Witch, and now another Princess plate, which will get a shot onto the tower, which is pretty nice. Ice Spirit will fully deny any damage coming from the Mega Minion. Now he's gonna play a barrel once again to apply pressure, and I think the Fisherman won't do the work quite enough, because yeah, Skeletons will do all the work already, as well as a Tesla. But Hajime cycled to another RG. This is what I was talking about. In Double Elixir, anything could change with the Mother Witch because it's so annoying. And a Log Spirit. Did you guys saw what the Ice Spirit did right there? It's like Michael Jordan flying off half court, something like that. But granted, Mizuhara still has the tower lead and tower damage lead, if you don't count both towers. And now a barrel is played once again. A log has to be played. Ice Spirit to tank for Dark Prince as well as the Mega. Now he's gonna try to defend, or maybe he's gonna try to go in with Princess at the bridge, or maybe not, because one of the princesses survived, and a barrel is played once again. He caught Hajime without block, so yeah, that was a pretty successful barrel, I'd say. And now the RG could get ignored on the left lane, and now he just have to defend on the right lane to make sure that he has the time he needed to play a rocket. And yeah, both Princess as well as Tesla and a log was helping. So yeah, he pretty much sealed the deal with Goblin Barrel. And yeah, what a nice game against Hajime, who is playing a popular version of RG deck. Okay, on to our final game against Flash. Flash is also playing an RG deck, but he has a cage and the fireball, so he's gonna have a harder. He's gonna have a quicker. Quicker or slow? I think it's a slower cycle, maybe, compared to Hajime's RG deck, which is only, and he does have a debuff barrel, so take that all into consideration. I think it's still going to be hard because the Flash has the Mother Witch, so we'll have to see how Mizuhara deal with this matchup. And Goblin Barrel is played in front, and Barb Barrel in response. So Fisherman is played at the back, mirroring the Princess. Now Tesla is set up. Log is played so that the Goblin Barrel doesn't damage the Tesla. Now I split to freeze the Dark Prince and Skeletons as well. He was trying to minimize damage, but yeah, Flash went in with NRG. Tesla as well as Valkyrie is played. I split to freeze the RG so that the Valk could do the job. Now Fisherman is played. Skeletons is played low. Notice that, because Flash could go in with Mother Witch easily if he wants to, which I think Flash didn't play it because he saw the Skeletons came down low. So yeah, that's why. Normally people would play like here, because yeah. And a Dark Prince as well as Fireball is played. Dark Prince was to predict the Princess Mizuhara, I believe. And now he's gonna set up defense once again, and he's gonna wait with his rocket. And a Tesla is played, should be, yep. So a Tesla is played so that he can cycle back to another Tesla. Barrel is played to force out some response. Mother Witch attack and spawning some pigs, which Flash will try to go in on the left lane, and meanwhile the Mother Witch and her pigs will try to force out some response on the right lane, which a second RG is played. Skeletons tank for Dark Prince, and Valkyrie and the Tesla is doing a great job so far. so minimizing the damage on both lanes, and a barrel on barrel action right there. So Mother Witch is gonna spawn another bait, which is annoying. This is what I was saying. Mother Witch is so annoying for bait players. I mean, it forces out so many response, but he's Mizuhara. So once again, Flash will try to do the same thing again, cycle back to another RG. And the barrel is played once again, and Flash responds to it with his own barrel. Now a Valkyrie is played, splashing onto the both units. Long is played so that the RG is pushed back, but still managed to get a shot because it's RG. Princess played at the bridge to try to get some damage. For some reason though, Flash isn't responding to it because he maybe thought that he could break through somehow. And now Skatons and the Valkyrie as well as the Tesla will do a great job against the RG, and Mizuhara still has the lead. Lock is played, cycle. Princess at the bridge? No, which will, had he played it, it will get predicted by Flash. So yeah, very patient choice by Mizuhara. And now he's gonna cycle back to another barrel, which will get barrel once again. But he does have a quicker cycle, so if he wants to, he can easily cycle back to another one. And he's gonna cycle both Princess at the right lane, which is actually pretty weird, which I think we'll get Fireball. Or maybe not. Instead, Flash went in for the Tesla instead. And just look at that defense. Look at the defense right there. I mean, that defense was so good. I mean, Princess on defense actually very underrated. Okay, this game the Mizuhara didn't take down the tower because Flash was trying to break through to the very end. But yeah, still a very nice game against RG. Okay, so I want to thank Mizuhara for coming onto the channel. He's currently 8K right now, and yeah, so far he's doing pretty great. And don't forget to follow his Twitter. And for the last time, this is the deck, Goblin Bait Cycle. I mean, not Goblin Bait, Logbait Cycle. So yeah, that's gonna do it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys do, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. And I will see you in the next one. See ya.